Now on 2nd and 13. Bridgewater. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski. Complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, Bridgewater. He rifles one that's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Now the try here for the extra point. And this is good. Our score, 7-0, Tennessee.
Makes the score Titans 7, Colts nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Back to it after the pick 6. Bridgewater. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
1st and 10. At the
first quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Mecole Hardman, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game. They always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deep.
Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 24. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
Take over 1st and 10.
So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Now back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
2nd and 4. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
From the 4 now, 3rd and goal. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Defense keeps him out of the end zone there. Now, will they go for it? And if so, can they do it one more time?
Yeah, I just don't know if it's worth it going for it because what we've seen from the defense so far, every gap is taken care of. Everyone is sound.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Henry Ruggs with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Buster Screen. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the route is on here in this first half. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this carries into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The return. The Colts take over 1st and 10. At their own 22-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? And now This is Hilton on the receiving end. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It's a first down on a gain of 10. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To the air again with Bridgewater. And once more for Hilton, and this time complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was
and my goodness, another interception. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
At their own 43.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Titans. Henry Ruggs with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And this Titans offense continues to pour it on. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it is stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here.
Hey, we got 3 down.
A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. And he comes back with one complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. So they still get the completion even though the blitz was on. But the blitz got there. Does that stay in the mind of the quarterback the next couple plays?
That's what you're hoping for. That's what you're planning for. It's a little risk reward, right? You're leaving your guys on an...
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Buster Screen. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Titans 42, Colts nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here.
87's mine. I got 87.
Looking to throw on second down. Bridgewater throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. To throw, Bridgewater. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. A huge play that time for the Colts. 52 yards. The Colts with a first red zone opportunity of the ball game. They've got a first and goal from the 10-yard line. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And he's got it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And it's for pride now, but the Colts get a bit closer.
Is good.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And they get a bit of a respite here from what's been an otherwise dreadful first half of football. Here's Mecole Hardman. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drives exactly.
There he goes left side. Touchdown Titans. Henry Ruggs on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And this offense is running away with this one. So not only is that his third touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return, Deontay Harris. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And this is going to be a Colts first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Here's Bridgewater. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, They need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
2-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And a quick throw here, that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and...
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 12-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Let's go, D.
Bridgewater again. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
At the Titans' 7-yard line.
And again, it's Bridgewater. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 10. And the return will stop right around the 25. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Titans.
Touchdown.
Henry Ruggs on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And this Titan offense is running away with this one. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Titans 56, Colts 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
53's the mic. 53. Check 53.
To throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. He's going to look deep now for Landry. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Complete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Throwing. Bridgewater. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. Here's Hardman on the return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
First carry now for the backup, LaShawn McCoy. And so LaShawn McCoy off to the races. 30. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. It's a big run there by McCoy. 52 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 more yards there and another first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Titans.
No. Kill. Rush in.
Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
Got an open man. It's Ruggs. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd and 10.
At the 14-yard line.
Now McCoy. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. LaShawn McCoy. His first touchdown on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we score touchdowns running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone? We saw evidence of that on that play.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
Alert. 3 down. Mike, 4. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Here's Bridgewater. They'll find Everett there complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
There's a nice pickup right there. And after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Quickly to Gronkowski. That's Kahn. A good rally to the football. Keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Bridgewater. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. A handoff as they run the counter play. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
Gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the
Third quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Down to lose one. Slow check.
They'll keep it on the ground with McCoy this time. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Nick Bosa.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
This is the tight end fan. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Complete to
1st down, Titans, gain of 12.
Gain of 12.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Joshua Jackson there to knock that one away.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
A lone second remains now in this 3rd quarter.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Here we go.
Now a draw play. This is McCoy. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Indianapolis. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Hey, they scared. Hey, 58 is the Mike. Go 58 is the Mike.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to about the 19.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Down Colts.
This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Here's Hardman on the return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Hardman on the return. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Now, this game is all but over after that last fourth down stop. The only question left, will they play conservative and run the clock, or trying to pour some salt in the wound? And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
He's tackled at the 34.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
2nd and 9.
And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40.
Wildcat.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Wildcat.
Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory.
A 7-yard.
At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings, the things that you have to do, late game situations.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way down to the 7-yard line.
1st and goal, Tennessee.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll bite, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Nick Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Buying time to his left. And that will be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Caught left side by Hilton. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
This is caught by Hilton. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That's another Colts first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
From the gun, Bridgewater. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 19. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Tonight's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's